Hello everybody, this is Raunchy Ram. I have lately been struggling to find some content to put on my YouTube channel. As you've noticed, there's been like uncompleted projects and just partial videos and some highlights from my Twitch stream. I am working on content right now, and one of those things is actually my podcast, which is what you are viewing right now. The podcast is called Still No Name, because we were unable to come up with a name. And it's basically me, my friend Brett, and my friend Austin, Panda. And we talk about video games, gaming news, and just the basic chilling and hanging out stuff like that. Normally when you participate in a podcast, it's usually along the lines of you listen to it in the background while doing something else. And that's kind of not how YouTube runs. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some Destiny gameplay of me, Brett, and Panda earlier, playing the second expansion, House of Wolves, which I have previously not played before. So we got an hour of gameplay of that running in the background of the podcast. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for listening. Make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end, if possible. Well, you don't even really have to stay all the way to the end. Like, I'm not keeping you here. Just check the details, not the details, the description. Check the details below. I just said not the details. Check the description below for the show notes, and that'll have a link to everything from the Patreon to help support the podcast to the things that we use to get our news, the sources of our news and things like that. Also, some social media links to me and Panda's Twitter, and Brett does not have a Twitter for some reason. I'm gonna try to get him to get one of those so that we can solve that. But thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the gameplay and enjoy the podcast. In the show notes, there's also not in the show notes. In the description, there's also a link to the audio-only version of it. I'll be uploading two versions: audio-only and video and audio, which is what you're looking at right now. Enough of this distraction. Thank you.
Get all the semi-racism out of your system.
Why, why is there black entertainment television, but there's not white entertainment television?
That's too racist. Because we control the media. White people control the media, so there's no white television. It's called CMT, actually, Country Music Television.
White entertainment
I was about to say
television
ABC, but it's whatever.
It's basically everything else on the fucking TV. Oh man, it's great. Anyway.
All right. Welcome to Still No Name, where you get your gaming news a week late. You're welcome. We are going to use a different name for this show every week because we still don't have a name for this crap. So you're welcome to use any of the names that we come up with because they're all likely not going to be ones we'll end up using. So what should we call this one?
The beginning of
let's take Bert's favorite word, booty salad.
Yeah, booty salad is my favorite.
This week the podcast is called Booty Salad.
I know, I'm okay with that.
Go ahead and use that one. I actually want people to use that name. I want to go out there and I want to find a podcast named Booty Salad after this.
Dude, can that actually be the name of the podcast? Can it just be Booty Salad?
I kind of want it to be a thing now.
I really do. Like, that's every time I stream on Twitch, it's Booty Salad because that's just the only way to go.
All right. Well, awesome. Let's start by introducing ourselves before we get into our usual segments. I'm Raunchy Ram, or Josh, and I do all the technical stuff. And, well, you guys can introduce yourselves. You guys have got mouths.
I'm Sly, and I'm just, the baller.
Hi, I'm Panda.
Panda's all like, that's what I was going to say.
I'm the funny guy.
He says.
That's hilarious.
This is our first episode. Well, basically some background on this. I stream a lot, and I was like, you know what? I'm really fucking bored because of the summer game drought, so I went up and asked Panda while I was playing Call of Duty, "Hey Panda, you want to make a podcast?" And he was like, "Sure, fam. Sounds
Fam.
awesome, fam."
Hey.
And then Brett kind of just got asked after that, and he was like,
I got grandfather claused into it.
and then there was no more spaces in that because Skype only lets you have 4 people, and I got to save the 4th slot for the recorder.
So it's just gonna be us 3 plus the mute
robot.
Helen Keller.
The
You should change the name.
chatbot. I should change it to
name.
Adrian, so it's like he's actually here.
It's like he's actually here, but he's not.
Hey Adrian, if you're listening, the chatbot is now called Adrian, so you're part of the show.
Yeah.
Good going. You did it.
Make sure you guys stay tuned after the video and check the description for the show notes. The show notes will basically sum up. It'll have links to all the things that we talk about, and some other things you can do to contribute. Like you can be a patron on Patreon. You know, I gotta beg you for money because apparently that's something we do on all media now.
Please pay me.
Let's. Yeah. So we gotta.
Wait, I thought like you said it's a video. I know you said you were gonna do like some drone film to roll in the background, but podcasts are typically, just like you listen to them.
Okay.
Yeah, you typically listen to them, but I mean, I'm gonna have an audio version on YouTube, and then I'm gonna have a version with gameplay in the background. So there's gonna be 2 separate videos. So there's gonna be an audio-only playlist for the people who actually care about that kind of thing, and then I'll also have the .wav file somewhere where people can download those.
Gotcha.
You think we'd have this planned before we started talking?
It's fine.
It's
We'll
only been
just
5
fix
minutes.
it.
We gotta fill up an hour anyway.
We'll fix it
I'm
all in
profesh.
post. We're gonna upload this, and it's not gonna be an hour long. It's gonna be like 40 minutes.
30
or something.
minutes, and it's just of us talking about what the hell we're gonna do for the next
First
however
segment.
long this is. Yeah, first segment. Okay, thank you for breaking that, Panda.
Let's go.
Gaming news. So the stuff that affects you guys, and probably while you're here.
Okay.
Anybody? I don't want to
Wait,
stop talking
wait.
because I don't want it to be awkward silence.
Wait, what? Like we're talking about news here?
Yeah, gaming news. That's what the segment's called.
I have a little bit on Treyarch and the new Call of Duty game. I thought it was pretty fucking interesting. I discussed this with a few friends already, so I guess I just go into it.
Yeah,
Go
just
on.
talk about it.
Okay, so basically, the new Call of Duty game comes out November 6th this year.
Pretty much
Now,
the
that's
same
not-
date every year.
Yeah, basically. And this whole, it's not really a debacle, just this little conversation started when Eurogamer did a article that is, and I quote, titled, shit. Ah, man, what was it called?
That's a hell of an article title.
I know, dude, I
Damn.
fucked it up. I'm already fucking it up.
You were going good, man.
Shut up.
Don't worry
Let
about
me
the
just-
title. Go on. Fuck it.
I'll just,
Fuck the
I'll
title.
just, okay, I'm gonna redo it.
You can't
okay.
redo it. What?
He can just fucking, cut out all that shit. It's just-
I'm not
Oh
going to
my
edit
God.
any of this out. No, this is all
Yeah.
staying in.
Oh my god, you're the worst. Okay, so basically, this was a few weeks. This is kind of old news, but it's getting into more recent news. They announced the new Call of Duty game a few weeks back. Actually, it was almost a month ago at this point.
It was like
And-
3-4 months ago.
It was not that far. It was not that
Yeah,
far
it was.
back.
They
No, it
announced like at the beginning of the year, like after the second DLC.
Well, this is just going. This is when they announced it. They said that, and I quote: "The studio head of Treyarch said it would be releasing for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. That's it." And those last 2 words are really definitive. He said, "That's it." So anyone who heard that was thinking,
So they're making
oh,
last gen versions because they're a business and they have to make money.
Yeah, but they said that's it.
But
Basically
but now-
misleading everyone.
Get used to it. It's not like it's the worst lie in the gaming corporation, like in the gaming world. Period. But I hear
now
lies
I
worse
think
than this about daily
isn't there,
now.
like something that's supposed to be going around that's supposed to be coming out on 360 now.
Yeah, it's coming out on PS3 and Xbox 360.
So I think we actually got our topic for the debate section because I feel like if I get into this, it's
No,
going to go on for a while.
I still
Hey,
got
I
a debate.
still-
I
no,
still got a
I-
debate. I still got a debate.
Oh, okay.
I still have a little bit
we'll
to
wrap
go.
this up quickly.
Let's go.
All right.
So yeah, they said that it was. They didn't say like definitively, but they were just being a little ambiguous with it. They were being purposely misleading in the way they said it, because if they were going to release it on old systems, which they are, then they would have had to sign that company that they got deported over way ahead of time, because you can't just walk up to some third-party developer's door and be like, hey, I want you to port over all of this DLC, the game, everything for this console. So you have to sign them up in advance. So I'm saying that when
Yeah,
they
so
came
they
out
should have
and
had time
announced,
to known it.
yeah, no, they
and
did
have
know it.
out.
They just purposely
But,
didn't say that they knew it.
I think it was Blue Point that did the one for Advanced Warfare and Titanfall. They're actually pretty good on a crunch. Previously, they were only a mobile developer, so I'm surprised that they were able to pull off the Titanfall port so easily. So that it's not. These guys have got 2 games under their belt now, so it's possible that they were hired at the last minute and were able to do it.
Yeah, but you can't just
Especially if
come
they
out of
unify the
nowhere.
code.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is you can't come out of nowhere and just say, "Hey, do this,"
Seems
because
like a marketing scheme, just so they can have people buy newer gen consoles.
I think what they were doing was it was on purpose. They purposely said that it was going to be next gen only, just so that they could get people's attention and go, "Oh, I'm outraged that my outdated system doesn't get this new game." So
No,
that
yeah,
people
that-
go and look at it, and then they bait and switch you with what the actual releases are going to be, so that more people are paying attention to it. Like, people only gave a crap about it at that time because it wasn't coming out for their their console.
and it makes sense. Like they were doing that because we were all excited when they said, "Oh, Xbox One, PS4, and PC." Everyone's like, "Oh my God, we're gonna get a truly next-gen game," and then they just kind of silently like farted it out there.
No,
that it's coming
I
out
knew
for the
they were going to
old.
release it on all the other ones because they're a multi-platform company, and multi-platform companies try to make their games as broad as possible to appeal to as many people as possible so that they can sell copies. And the only way to do that is to develop it for every console. The only reason they don't even develop for Nintendo anymore is because it's a dying company. Oh, sorry, I hurt somebody's feelings out there. Tell me how much you hate me.
Oh man.
I cry every time.
But,
Yeah, that-
but like that made me think about something. Like, why is it when a game has a previous generation iteration, why is it so annoying? And that's because if it's truly a next gen game, it can't be a previous gen game. If it can be ported down to lower quality so other people can play it, then it's not a next gen game. And I was thinking about the new Star Wars Battlefront game that's coming out. They have this like gamma traffic, some weird technique that they're using, and basically they laser beam the entire set from the actual movies into the game. That's something that's so complex that they would lose money porting it over to the previous generation. That's why they don't do it, because it's truly next gen. And, that's why people get pissed off. And the only thing that they've announced for the new Call of Duty that's exclusive to this generation is 4-player campaign. Like,
Well, I like that
Whoa.
Battlefront isn't actually going to have from what I've heard, it's not going to have an actual campaign, that it's going to be focused on the multiplayer, so I'm kind of looking forward to not playing the campaign for that.
it's 4-player campaign, like, that existed in World at War, and I thought the only reason they didn't have it, like, in Advanced Warfare, for instance, was because, like, what were the other 3 guys supposed to be doing while the one person...
They were supposed to sit there and boost jump in the corner like good boys.
Like, the one person's having, like, the fucking Michael Bay experience, and then the other 3 guys are, like, teabagging each other in a corner or something. Do they get their own helicopter?
Exactly. You can't have a focused action game running on 4 different people. It's like you can't have a good 4-player co-op horror game. Just people are going to be making jokes and ruining the immersion the entire time. All right, I think we talked enough about Call of Duty.
I just have
I'm
one little
sure
thing
like
I want to add about
half
that.
the people who tuned in just turned it off.
But I have one last thing I'm going to say. If you have this isn't to dog on old generation users. I mean, eventually you're going to have to, step up. But if you have an old generation console, don't get this game. It's not worth getting because they showed in Advanced Warfare. I actually didn't know this until I looked it up because I got a Xbox One relatively early into the life cycle. They provided almost no support to the old gen consoles. So there was a glitch that made you invincible. And it took them like an additional 3 months to fix that on the old consoles and then left them in the dark as to when it was going to get fixed in the first place. So
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about this. Like, you sure this is a real thing? I don't remember hearing about an invincibility glitch.
Yeah,
I've heard there's been a bunch of glitches with Advanced Warfare on old gen consoles, and they've been left there because they're more focused on the newer gen console because they want that
because they
one
make
prosperous.
too much money off the new ones.
Yeah,
exactly.
they want that one prosperous.
The reason
And
you
then
didn't
they
hear
put in
about
the
it-
microtransactions, and then they make a ton of money off of everything.
I mean, the reason you didn't hear about it on current gen is because if there's a game-breaking bug, you can bet your sweet ass they're going to fix that shit immediately. They're not going to
like
put it off a
invincibility
week.
and a shooter.
Yeah, exactly. So it took them.
Yeah, because they
a
did so
large
well
amount of
about
time.
patching that up in World at War. You know what? I totally believe you about the invincibility thing because they did not give a damn about it in World at War.
Oh man, it's pretty. Yeah, but if you have old gen, don't get it. It's not worth it. I mean,
Alright,
first
now-
off, never mind. Just
Okay.
yeah, I'm done.
Now, on to the subject of actually upgrading your console. Like, there is seriously no reason not to upgrade unless you actually hate Xbox, because recently, just this
Or
past
PS4.
week, there was a deal for an Xbox One plus a 40-inch TV for $500 at Walmart.
That's pretty swag. I have not heard about this.
The TV is a Samsung 1080p TV, $430 at market value. So you're essentially getting the console for $70, and then a game because they're bundle versions. So you could get like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, and some other ones. But
That's pretty good.
that
So
puts
that's
the
a deal.
console at about $20. Like, there's no reason for you to not upgrade unless you actually hate Xbox. But here's the thing. PlayStation is control of the market right now. If they have a sale, it's not going to be nearly as good as what Xbox has just done. But, like, Walmart, I've seen posts on Reddit where people have gone onto the site and they're out of the deal. They go into the store in person and they're still able to get this deal. There is absolutely no reason that you cannot upgrade unless you are legitimately poor. And if you're legitimately poor and you own a console, you have other problems you need to worry about other than in gaming and enjoyment. Get your priorities straight. It goes
Fam.
food, home, internet, well, electricity, internet, well, water, depending on whether you're a neckbeard or not. I'm a neckbeard, so I'm allowed to say that.
Thank you, Mom.
But yeah, your gaming should be like your last priority.
Well, there's I have some friends who have a PlayStation and they don't need to switch over to like an Xbox.
I make
or
less than
anything like that.
$1,500 a month, and I still have both consoles and a PC. Like, I
Oh,
gotta be
wow.
like I gotta be a wizard with my money or something, or you guys are just like so deep in debt that it's ridiculous.
Well, some people just don't need the console. Like I have one who has like a Wii U, a PC, an Xbox.
oh, I
and
forgot I
an
had a
Xbox.
Wii U as well.
Yeah, there you go. Some people don't need that many games to play, so I can understand that.
That's the thing, though, is once it gets to summer, it doesn't matter how many games have come out on the console if nothing's coming out in the summer. Like, I have seriously nothing to play. I have, 50-plus games, and I have beaten all of them, and I have nothing to do because
50
it's summer, and they don't release shit in the summer.
50 plus games. I'm pretty sure you have
I have much more than that.
you have
but,
considerably more than 50 games.
I have 50 maybe on one of the consoles, and then 20 on
that's
the other
crazy.
two. Alright, Panda, your turn. You got anything to
Okay.
talk about?
I do. Okay, so fairly recently, like in the past week, there was a League of Legends streamer, and he was streaming a 24-hour live stream in front of
Oh, I think I heard about
Oh
this.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is my fucking news. Okay. And anyways, he was streaming a bunch of people. You know, stream's going great. He's got like showgirls coming in and stuff like that. And towards the end, he gets swatted. Okay?
But he didn't actually swat.
Yeah, he didn't
But-
actually get swatted.
He staged the whole SWAT.
And he lost his channel because of it. Fucking
yeah,
right. He deserved it. You don't fucking joke about that.
I was thinking to myself, there's people that have like legit almost
Actually
died,
been swatted. Like, there's people
And
that have been
almost-
shot.
and like there's people that have guns put to their whole family, and this person's making a joke out of it.
Yeah,
Now,
someone was
what-
swatted while playing Mario Party with their kids.
Now,
What
whatever.
sadistic fat fuck do you have to be that you have to ruin other people's enjoyment like that just because you want to see someone squirm live? You're a terrible person. Go crawl back into your hole.
But
It got really
the, pe-
real.
the person that did this, I'm not gonna put a name out because I'm not an asshole.
You don't have to look very hard.
Yeah, I mean, I said League of Legends. That's all you need. Uh, anyways, there's no gain from this. I don't see any gain.
He wanted
from
popularity.
staging
He wanted to have the off-the-wall comedy that other people get. He thinks that because we live in an era where movies and stuff like that can get away with nothing is sacred style comedy, that it's okay for like a website that's actually plagued by this consistently. I think there's like 5 attacks a year that happen on this.
It just
and-
seems fairly upsetting to see someone do this. And he got the punishment he needed. He got his
And he was already
channel taken
popular.
away. He was very popular. He was reaching
There's no
nearly
reason
a
for
million
him
followers.
to stage this. I mean,
Wasn't
it
I
doesn't
thought
like
it was
he could get him
200,000 or
more.
something like that.
Well, still, that's still crazy popular. I mean, I'm just now approaching 200.
No, yeah, I totally get it.
But also,
Um,
if you do get swatted like this, it's kind of your own fault. Stop giving your information out on the internet. Like, that's basic first thing they teach you in school in computer labs. They teach you
Situated.
never to give out any of your personal information.
But we live.
I'm
in
not
a
saying you
state-
deserve it,
but
but
we're-
you need to be paranoid of other people doing this kind of shit to you. There are people out there that want nothing more than to hurt you just to make themselves feel better. Welcome to the internet.
But we live in a fucking state of the technology that even being in someone's party can give out your IP address.
Yeah, if they know what they're doing, that's why I don't join random party chats on Xbox, because I know my shit's gonna
But
get hacked.
if you don't give them your email, if you don't give them your address, they can't send you cool shit in the mail.
That's why you get a PO box.
Yeah, that's a good point. They do that, don't they?
Like Game Grumps has got a PO
Even-
box, and they get
even
their
if
shit
they
there.
Even if I get that PR box, they're gonna get an area code out of that, right? And
Yeah.
I'm
And then
assuming
if they know
that,
your internet provider, they can contact your internet
Well,
provider and
it-
pretend to be you and get your info that way.
It's not that they're making it readily available, the information to be swatted. I'm on the fence about this one because I believe in dark humor. Because we need to be able to laugh about things, because that's one of the first ways to get over something. You know, you don't need to make it a complete joke, but when you stop taking it so seriously, you can start getting over it. I'm not saying it's not a big deal; it's a huge deal. And I don't believe it should have been done in the way.
Okay,
that
maybe he shouldn't have gotten his channel taken away, but he should have at least gotten a suspension or something. Or had
he
to pay
didn't-
some sort
no,
of
no.
fine.
He lost his
But
channel for 4 months.
That's a hell of a suspension. That's gonna affect his income in the long run.
Yeah,
but you gotta think he is sponsored by a lot of people, and what he does shows how these sponsors are.
Yeah, so he's never gonna get those sponsorships to renew themselves. There's no way those
He's-
people are gonna continue to sponsor him.
He was sponsored by 10 major gaming companies, and him staging this thing was putting a very bad taste on all companies that he was sponsored by.
yeah. Everyone he was affiliated with got shined in a bad light. I totally understand that.
I mean,
And-
I agree with you. There's swatting videos on YouTube that have like 500k views on it. But that person that posted that video isn't tied much. It's that person.
Yeah, I totally go out and I watch the prank videos myself. I've like seen some swatting myself. I don't do it because of like some sick pleasure. I don't sit there and fap in my computer chair while watching it.
Yeah, I've never
like
watched
some
the
of you
swatting
people,
video.
but yeah, you know who you are, Brandon.
What? Okay, oh shit.
Some random guy named Brandon just gasped.
He gasped. He's like, "How'd he know?" But Brandon, you're a sick fuck. Stop it. And I'll go and I'll watch these videos because I'm not exactly growing fast, but I gotta watch out for this kind of shit for myself. Like the text to speech pranks. Have you heard these? These are hilarious.
No.
Basically, there's this robot that'll read out donations, and they'll read out the message included with the donation, and it's a robot, so it doesn't pronounce things correctly. So they'll go and they'll type in like WV, and they'll go WV, 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 WV,
I seen that on one
for like straight
one
20
of Alad's
minutes.
videos. He did, like, there was someone that put like hearts, and it was like less than 3. It was
Less than
awesome.
3, less than 3, less than 3. But yeah, I watch these videos just because I got to watch out for myself. I got to worry about this kind of stuff happening to me. Like there's people out there that trick children into pouring milk on their routers. And do you have a router? It's like $100 to get a router, to get a decent one at the least. And then there's people that are going out there and getting Minecraft kids to delete their SVC host 32.exe. I think that's it. Basically, that's your OS. You delete that and your computer is... Yeah, System 32. That's what it was. You delete that and your computer's broken. So if anyone ever tells you... Well, first of all, if anyone on the internet is pretending to be helpful, you should be cautious right there immediately. Always Google.
I'm pretty sure, like, our audience... I mean, this is the first episode, so I shouldn't be so quick
I would
to
hope they'd at
assume,
least be tech savvy.
But, they shouldn't be mental or, they should be capable of handling themselves. But we are the hero that you didn't ask for.
Okay, one more piece of gaming news, and then we got to move on because we're already approaching 30 minutes here. So yeah, I totally knew we'd have plenty to talk about.
I still have a lot more. I'll save it for next time, though.
We could do an extra episode. We could call it Bites or something, and then upload those, and that'd just be some out of context segments for people who have the free time to listen to. But a man recently, I can't remember his exact username. We don't do that though. We don't give out usernames. It's the first episode. We have integrity. We're not going to give out names.
This is what you can expect from Booty Salad.
Yeah, this is what you can expect from Booty Salad, that gaming journalism integrity of Booty Salad. A man sends in 2,240 various bottle caps to Bethesda Softworks. Panda, I know you haven't played like Fallout, but do you know what the significance of the bottle caps are?
No, I'm sorry. That's not
They
right.
are essentially money.
Okay.
In the post-apocalyptic universe of Fallout, there's no more printing presses for these bottle caps, and so they use bottle caps as a form of money because it's not easily counterfeitable. But I should have saved the rest of this for the boob tube section, because this leads into a video by gaming theorists. So let's save that for the boob tube section. On to real news real quick. Astronauts have successfully eaten space-grown food for the first time just this week. Now, we've been growing space food for a while. Actually, the Russians have been growing food in their satellites for a while now. And we just grew red lettuce. It's kind of funny what it's called. It's called outrageous. Like outrageous.
What the?
Wait. Before you continue, we're growing food on satellites. Like, who the hell are we feeding? The aliens?
We're feeding space Ethiopians.
Oh, gotcha.
You got to worry about other planets before we worry about our own. It's the American way.
It's the American
people
dream.
starving. Yeah, the
There's
Russian
people
American
starving
dream.
on Mars.
The Russian American dream. Yeah, we have people
they
starving on Earth, but we can put.
they
food
are
in
super
space.
paranoid, by the way, about the side effects of what space food could be. Like they're worried that it's going to have aliens on it and they're going to bust out of their stomach. But the first batch of red lettuce was sent down 1 month after it was grown, so it grows pretty quick, about a month. They sent it down for analysis, and then right before they eat the second batch, they douse it in citric acid, so it tastes more like a lemon than it does like lettuce. Like, what
it
are
a
they
space
worried
lemon?
about that's growing on there? Are we really concerned about space aliens growing with our astronauts? Are we worried about a strain of space alien lettuce?
That's the thing I think that fucking makes me like, I'm just shocked. We are growing food in fucking space where we could be feeding like people in like Africa.
Well, that's the thing. Also, is we're able to 3D print food now. Like, why aren't we using this technology to help other people?
Hey,
Because
you
their
know-
countries aren't doing it themselves.
We're putting everything. We're prioritizing things like those developing countries. They don't have rocket ships. When we're off this planet eating our space lettuce with space lemons, they're still gonna be here. Like,
But that's the
eating
thing.
the
Like, why
scraps.
lettuce? Lettuce isn't even that nutritious. It doesn't have that many important minerals and vitamins and stuff like that you need to survive. It's got like A, E, and that's it. Like, what about proteins and stuff like that? We need to be eating space lima beans.
we're gonna be sending
I
animals
don't
up there
know.
next.
They need to be like, I want
Space cat.
Space Burger
Cat.
King is what I want. So when that happens, you let me know.
You bet your sweet ass I'll be up there. We're sending people off this planet.
Oh, you guys don't forget to like wiggle your control sticks every so often. We're using Skype on the Xbox, so yeah, that's how this podcast is recorded. Artistic integrity from Booty Salad. Wiggle your control sticks every so often so that you guys don't get shut off.
Is that what just
I
happened?
don't
here?
have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's why I cut off mid-sentence. But yeah,
Okay.
we need space lima beans and we need space cattle. Like now, I want to eat a space burger. Like in the next week.
We're sending fucking people that have the fucking money up to space. Like, what are we doing? I know we're sending like a drone. We have like a drone somewhere near Mars or something like that. But I mean, come on, people.
Even they still don't have enough funding. I don't believe. But we're not getting into that right now. I don't believe. What are we talking about?
Well, we're done with that piece of news, so you guys can move on to a real segment if you've got it. Do you guys got any real news?
No, not really. I have nothing pertaining to like actual news. Like, I don't go outside, so the
Yeah, I
sun's
don't go
there.
outside either. The sun is still there. That's all I know. Yeah, the grass is still green unless
I
you're in
worked
California,
today,
in which case
and
it's like
that
a
was
saturated brown.
The sky's blue and the grass is green. That's all it needs to keep me going.
Our podcast happened today, so that's a thing.
And people are
Hey.
still starving in Africa. God
And
bless
Space Mars,
America.
and you got to worry about the space
Space
Ethiopians on
Mars.
Mars. You can't forget about the space Ethiopians.
The American dream, I swear.
The Russian.
All right,
American
now
dream.
on to the game debate. So, what do you got for us, Panda?
Oh, mine was the stream. The stream.
Oh, that was your debate thing? You're
That
not
was
supposed
my
to save
debate.
it for the gaming news. You're supposed to save it for the debate segment. Now we got nothing
Well.
here. Great. Caught with our pants
Great.
down on booty
Actually, not
salad.
really. I still have.
Yeah, Sly
I
has
still have
something.
like more Call of Duty stuff. So
Yeah,
I mean,
let's go on a Slice thing.
Oh,
Like, let's be honest,
well,
we're gonna debate about everything.
let's-
Like, what is Slice?
Yeah, I've got some very strong opinions. Like, you can't talk about anything gaming without me finding an issue with it.
Yep. That's the RAM for you. Thumbs up. Okay.
We say
so
a
this is-
lot. Let's try to cut down on We should make that a
Sly.
cuss word. Every time we say we put it in the jar. Put a quarter in the jar.
Okay. So anyway,
Dude, I'm gonna be rich off of just Brett.
Nah, that's
Sorry.
cool. I give you all that money I don't have.
Okay, we
Um,
can put it in your throat loop fund. That's on the Patreon too. So if you guys want to make sure that Brett gets all of his throat loop that he needs, you guys need to donate there on Patreon.
Charlie, what the?
More like deep throating cucumbers. Okay.
Did he-
So my little bit about Call of Duty, and in addition to that, which I've covered earlier, This is about the engine, and if unless you've been living under a rock, Call of Duty's a thing. It's been a thing since like 1990.
Yeah, most people hate it by now, but they still buy it.
And the engine that Call of Duty runs on is the Quake engine, which was developed in 1996. So basically, Call of Duty's used the same engine since 1996
COD
to
2.
now.
They've used the same engine since COD 2. So let's just give you some perspective on that. That's COD 2, COD 3, COD Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghost, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. They have been using the same engine for at least 10 years.
Could they be holding themselves back from using this? I mean,
no, look, it's not the same.
It's obvious they're holding themselves back from this, but then again, it's not like it's the most technology-intensive game. I can't imagine.
Well, look, let me indulge a little bit here. So it's the same engine. However, it's not. And then I'm going to quote the article name for you. COD is on the same engine. No, it's not that simple. That is the Games Radar article that I'm talking about here. Okay, so basically every year, if you compare Call of Duty to Quake, it doesn't look the same. Quake looks much worse. Significant. It looks worse than Quake does. And that's because they've changed it over time. They've added little bits and pieces and made it better. And basically, they're coming out and saying, oh, because we've changed this little bit each year, it's a new engine. So that's what they said. And this was an article on Games Radar. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that this article was not real journalism because it was Dave Bunting and a journalist over at Games Radar. That was it. If this was real journalism, you would bring in a third party to cross-examine whoever you're bringing in for the interview. They might as well have just written this shit on a blog on Treyarch.com. They shouldn't have even done this at all, because this isn't journalism at all. This is just a platform for the new
Well, that's
Call
the
of Duty
thing
game.
that all people do in like gaming journalism now. All it is they scout Twitter all day and then just post whatever they see on Twitter. Like this is coming from me. Like I've been applying for like gaming journalism jobs all over the internet right now, and just about every site I go to, it's nothing but hearsay and stuff like that posted from Twitter and Reddit. It's basically Facebook, where all Reddit and Twitter posts go to die.
They're saying, oh, but we've changed these little things, so it's a new engine. It's like they're fucking getting off on a technicality. It's like that cool kid who his parents tells him to go outside and play, so he fucking takes his TV outside with his Xbox. Now, while that kid is cool as hell, in this analogy, we're the parents, and we're not getting what we want.
Our kid's getting that sweet vitamin D, but wow, that came out entirely wrong. You guys can quote that.
Vitamin D? What are you talking about?
Yeah, making sure children are getting that sweet vitamin D.
Oh, gotcha. We're not getting what we requested. I should actually learn.
This isn't really a debate. This is more of us all agreeing with each other.
Well, it's a debate because people believe, there's a good number of people that believe it actually is a new engine because they've changed enough of it over the years that it's a new engine.
Well, let's think of it like this. If I make a paper crane and I draw a stripe on it with a marker, is it a different paper crane?
Technically.
I guess, according to like Call of Duty and Activision.
Well, the analogy I like is with a gaming PC. People say, oh, you don't get a new gaming PC every year or every month, every cycle, whatever. You just add little bits and pieces over time to make it good.
Eventually it does become a new thing, but only if you replace all the original parts.
Exactly, and what I'm saying is this is the same engine from 1996. There is not a single person in this world, I guarantee you, who is running top quality games on his rig from 1996. This is the same engine that was made in 1996. There's no excuse for it to still be the same engine. There's not. And Von Hara came
Especially
out
on a
and said,
2-year cycle now. They got a 2 to 3 year cycle now
No, it's a
that they can
3-year
develop a
cycle
new
now.
engine. They can be developing custom engines 1 year and then developing the base game in another year. It's clear that they don't need the entire year to make the game, so why don't they just spend some of that year on a new engine maybe? But that's the thing, is that we all want innovation, we all want new things, allegedly. But if you look at our sales histories and stuff like that for video games, the things that sell the best are things that are the same exact thing as they used to be. Like, if innovation really was what sold games and what people wanted, then we would be dominating the market right now.
and we don't want, some of us do want innovation, but
We say that.
the reason, like, Call of Duty's like Madden, right? And there's nothing wrong with liking Madden. Like, if you like Madden, that's fine. People get off on, it's fun and it's cathartic. Every year, they can't change much. So
It's a power
they just-
fantasy.
They add, basically every year, they just add a new roster. That's all they can do, because what are you going to change about football? By this point,
They
they pretty
change the
much
mechanics
mastered
and
it.
stuff like that. They allegedly add new plays and stuff like that. Just mostly just update it. Like
Yeah,
things
but
that could
they
have
don't
been
change
resolved
the
in the
game at
DLC.
all. The game's pretty much there.
Yeah, it's
And
still
people
pretty
are
much
fine
the
with
same
that,
game.
you know. The thing about Call of Duty is, if Call of Duty did that, where they just came out every year and basically said, okay, same game, new guns, that would be fine, but they always had this huge-ass iceberg, and they always expose the tip, and they say, don't worry, there's a lot more under, and there never is. And that's why people get
And
mad
you can
at Call
tell,
of Duty.
like, anyone can tell that the game still runs on the same engine. Like, if you look at it, you can still tell that it runs on the same Call of Duty engine. And not just that, but, like, 2 months after Advanced Warfare came out, there were supposed leaks of new guns and stuff like that. And the new guns were guns that already existed in previous games. There was still coding for the MP5K from one of the, I think it was Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was the last game to use the MP5K. So there's still gun code in there from very far back games. Like the STG-44, that came from World at War, and that
Yeah.
was just re-released.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just recycled material, but with the new
Yeah,
name on
I
it.
mean, why not just have it like Battlefield, where you get pretty much the same guns every year, and then plus some new ones. But anyway, let's move on to About Us. This is the part of the podcast you guys can just pretty much skip over if you want to. This is pretty much what's happened to us in the week and things we're doing. Probably we're going to talk about the gaming drought right now. So those of you who are unfamiliar with what the gaming drought is basically every year, like in the movie business, the best movies are saved for the supposed best movies. Let's not get on the Fantastic Four atrocity.
Oh God, please don't.
The alleged
Save
best
me from
movies come out in the summer because that's where they'll make the most money, because everyone's out of school and everyone's got a ton of free time. So that's where they make their most money. Now with video games, what we do is they release video games towards the end of the year during fall, winter, and late winter. That's because people spend the most money during the year during the holiday season. That's Christmas, Hanukkah, sometimes Kwanzaa. Like, do we know anyone who still celebrates Kwanzaa?
No.
Well, I don't.
I don't think I've
claim
ever
to know a
met
lot of
anyone who
people.
celebrates Kwanzaa. But
I'm sure someone does.
hey, tell us in the comments if you actually celebrate Kwanzaa. Kind of curious about what that thing's all about. I
That's
could
all
probably
about.
just check Wikipedia.
I celebrate the solstice.
All right, you filthy pagan.
In pagan
Oh, God.
terms, Saturnalia.
Anyway, completely unrelated to what the video games are. So that leaves most of the development time in the summer and the distribution during the summer. So there's not shit that comes out during the summer unless you're an indie developer and you're just nice enough to grace us with your presence of a new game in the summer. But yeah, that leaves the summer completely open to finish your backlog if you have one. And chances are your backlog is filled with stuff that you don't care about anyway. That's why you waited this long to play it. So this is the time of the year that we all get together and we get really bored and we play the same old shit that we've been playing all year round. And then that's those people that have like a gaming shelf filled with 1,000 games and go, I have nothing to play. But that's the summer gaming drought.
That's the.
So So, what are you guys doing to deal with the summer gaming drought? You guys can tell us in the comments section, or you can use the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag SNN2015, and I'll make sure to share those in the next podcast.
Make sure you hashtag fuck Konami. Where
why didn't we debate about Konami's shenanigans in the past year? We could have done that for the gaming debate.
Let's do that now.
I hope you guys are looking forward to the Silent Hill pachinko machine. I mean, wait. I didn't want Silent Hill's PT at all. I really was holding my breath for that pachinko machine.
Oh man, so like I have never played Silent Hills 2. Silent Hill 2. So
we were supposed to talk about the gaming drought. We're doing this completely out of order.
No one cares about the summer drought. Like it's like summer. You don't need someone to come out and tell you it's fucking hot outside. You just know it.
I was curious what you guys are doing. Like besides Smite, what are you guys playing for the drought? And then as soon as that's done, we can go back on to fuck Konami.
Okay, so when I'm not busy, Smite. There you go. Done. Also,
but when you're not playing Smite, because you'd play Smite even if you were busy.
Spending time with the fam, my boyfriend, and that's it. Like
so, playing Smite. So Smite, or Smite, and then sometimes
and then when I work. But yeah, whatever gets you off, man. What about you, Panda? What are you doing? Oh, you have school in a few days.
I have school in a week. Yeah,
that sucks for you.
Now the summer gaming drought, it's pretty bad for you guys out there, but it's like even worse for someone like me. I run a Twitch stream, twitch.tv/RunToRam. A little shameless plug there. But yeah, I run that.
What you can expect from Booty Salad.
Yeah, what you can expect from Booty Salad. You won't get that with any other podcast, especially next week's podcast, which will definitely be something different, I hope. I don't want it to be called Booty Salad permanently.
Dude, it should be Booty Salad forever.
It should be Booty Salad. Like it's growing on me the more I say it. But
dude, it's the best.
The problem is if you're a Twitch streamer, you already know this. There are very few games you can actually play and still expect your channel to grow. Like when you get to the point that you're famous and you're like Cobalt Streak and stuff like that, you can play pretty much anything you want and people will follow you and discover you that way. But when you're a smaller channel like me, I've got like less than 200 followers. Your channel will not grow unless you're playing something within the 1,000 viewer range. Because League of Legends is overcongested, Hearthstone is overcongested, Call of Duty is overcongested, and no one gives a fuck about Hardline. Sorry, Dice. I mean Visceral. Sorry, Visceral. But yeah, it's just especially hard on streamers, especially the small ones. We have even less to play than what you guys do. But, okay, on to fuck Konami.
Dude.
So, this also ties in with, a little bit with, why do we have to pay for Kickstarter games to get good games anymore? Like,
corporate greed?
Yes, because corporate greed. But, there's a new Castlevania game that's in the works. It's called Ritual of the Night. It's based off of Symphony of the Night, and it's made by Koji Igarashi, the former Castlevania director that was fired by Konami, because Konami thinks that the development team has nothing to do with the success of the game. Because fuck Konami.
Yeah. Like, this is like the same shit you would see in the pioneering days of gaming when not developers, but the publishers of games thought that acknowledging someone's work towards a game was like the equivalent of thanking the rug for being a rug. Like, you didn't need to do it.
That's a good analogy. Also, Hideo Kojima's name being removed from the Metal Gear Solid disc. I'm just going to throw this out there. I am not buying Metal Gear Solid at all, and honestly, anybody who cares about Hideo Kojima shouldn't buy it either.
There's a lot of people that... This is like
but Panda had a good
taste.
point. Panda had a good point. Why would they keep Hideo Kojima's name on the case anymore if Hideo doesn't work there anymore?
Panda made that point? What?
Yeah, Panda made that point. He says, why does it matter if his name's on the case or not if he's not working there anymore?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was like... I totally spaced there for like a second. And God, I'm dying.
I mean...
That's why you need that throat lube. See, he's dying. If he doesn't get the throat lube, he can't properly swallow whole cucumbers.
like I'm like coughing and dying over here, but I can mutter out just like the URL for your Patreon, and that's it. Like in perfect
Raunchy
English.
Ram.
Oh man, like don't even be subtle about it. It's like Patreon's over. And then,
Please,
anyway,
more throat loop.
But I mean,
oh, I was
about,
gonna
like,
talk about. Go ahead.
him taking his name off the case. It'd be like, say, Sly made a fucking beautiful ass pie, and I took the pie, and I was just gonna keep his name on it. No, bitch, that's my pie. That's my name's on it now.
Well, it's art.
I don't get
so
that analogy. I don't get how
There
that
is-
equals to.
It was math.
Yeah.
It's art. Like when someone makes something, like a video game or just
Like
something
art.
you see visually. Like I look at a bunch of furry art, and I used to post it a lot. You would always credit the artist because that's the person who put all
Yeah,
the
even
work
if
into
you
it.
didn't like, you would post it if you knew who it was, and if you don't know who the furry artist was, you'd ask like people to post it in the comments so that they'd still get credited with it because those people live on commission. But yeah,
It sounds like a really.
we've been out
thing
it
to
in the
do.
first episode already. So much for hiding it.
What?
Booty Salad is a furry podcast.
Oh,
God.
gotcha.
We're already out.
It's
Already
okay. We
came
won't be
out.
one next podcast. It'll be something different, so it won't be furry podcast Booty Salad anymore.
No, it'll be booty salad.
It's not going to be Booty Salad, Brett.
Dude, booty salad. Okay, if you think it should be booty salad, like, favorite, subscribe. And if you don't think it should be booty salad, like, favorite, subscribe.
If you don't think it should be Booty Salad, then you can just go eat a flaming bowl of dicks.
It should be booty salad. Legit, it's the best name ever. I'm like hitting myself for not saying booty salad.
For saying
earlier.
it sooner.
Yeah, I'm like, of
Okay,
course it's booty
uh,
salad.
I forgot. We could totally do an About Us section right now because we have not shared a thing about us personally other than our distaste for
I
the
have.
industry despite playing it.
Let's give an in-depth on all of us.
All right, I'll start with me since it's my name that's on the far left of the post of the Skype call here. It's probably different for you guys, but I'm the one that matters. I do
No,
all the
it's
technical
still-
stuff.
It's still you.
Okay, it's still me. Good. That's the way it should be. All right, I'm Raunchy Ram, also known as Josh. I run a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Raunchy Ram, and I run a Patreon, which pretty much pays for the podcast and for my Twitch channel because, Twitch doesn't give a crap about the small people, as they shouldn't, because they're a business. But I am 24? I forget how old I am, because, I don't bring it up every day. Like, I don't go outside, so it's not like I'm constantly saying how old I am. Like, the other day, I actually had to check my driver's license to figure out how old I was. But yeah, I'm 24 last time I checked, and I'm gay and furry, and my partner's name is Robbie. He might show up here every once in a while. I don't know if he's going to actually show up on the podcast or not. He's probably going to come here to defend Nintendo. Like, don't you talk about my waifu. Alright, Panda, your turn.
Okay. Well, I am Panda, or Austin. I am 16. I go to school, take college classes for graphic design, and yeah, hopefully that'll go far.
Yeah, and you can tell he loves the podcast because he yawns in like the only full sentence he gets to say.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
I pretty much touched on myself, but I'll go a little bit more in
You
depth.
touched yourself?
Yeah, I always do that though. My name
Uh,
is Sly.
Austin, you never said if you were gay or not. Because I'm kind of
Me?
curious about this myself, yeah.
I'm definitely not. I like women.
Are you furry?
Don't you say it.
Yes. Do you want me to fucking get a note card out for you?
A note card? I don't get how that would prove whether you're gay or
I would
furry,
be.
but okay.
I would be.
Yeah, sure,
I would
humor
be
me.
concerned if you had to bring out a note card.
Who notarized it? Do you have a lawyer that actually goes and noterizes
Your
cards
mommy
based on
signed
your
it?
sexuality? Yeah, his mom
Yes.
signed it. I almost said his mom
permission.
sexed it. Did your
My
mom
name
sex
is-
the note card?
My name's Sly. That's my alias. My real name is Brett. I'm a college student. I am 20 years old. I'm 20 years young. I'm getting my degree in English literature. And yeah, that's basically it. I touched on...
You guys don't have any websites you want to plug? Austin,
No.
I know you have a Twitter. You want to plug your Twitter?
At Austin_pandas. That's me.
How's the panda spelled? Is it spelled with a Z? Because your gamer tag is.
Why don't you link it under the...
Oh yeah, I'll
notes?
just link it in the description.
Shit.
I forgot about that. I'll put that in the show notes. I forgot that was a thing. But seriously, I didn't hear you when you said, "Are you a furry or not?" Because I know you're
Me?
straight. Yeah.
Yes, I am straight, and I wouldn't consider myself a big furry. I'm just me.
He's just
You can
he-
appreciate the art and the pornography and not be a furry. No, wait, no. You if you appreciate either of those things, you are a furry. I mean, not all of us are going to be running around in suits and stuff, but I just need to know because then I can market this to r/furry. Yeah, you guys know I spam my Twitch there pretty much once a week, so you guys can
Not
expect
official,
2
but-
posts a week now.
Yeah, because I'm just like lurking on those forums all the time, like nothing better to do. Whoa. Anyway, crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know.
All
that
around
is
the
life.
world, statues crumble for
For
me.
me, no, that's like a thing that I'm
There was an
trying to
awkward
get popular.
silence. Trying to get popular, that thing you stole from Game Grumps.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm trying to get popular. That thing I stole from Game Grumps. Who stole that?
All
from,
right, so we got
song.
5 minutes left. Let's squeeze in Around the Net or Boob Tube. Around the Net is basically where we share our favorite websites, things that we found that are interesting, and Boob Tube is the same thing but for YouTube.
Porno,
You
I
guys can go ahead
promise.
first because I'm going to have to squeeze my thing here last minute.
I have one. I don't remember who made it. I had it before I left, and I totally forgot. The name of the video is 7 Reasons Destiny Fans Get What They Deserve, and it pretty much.
That's not a
just-
recent one. You showed that to me like 2 months ago.
Dude, but no, it doesn't have to be recent. It has to be recent for me. It's something I enjoy that I believe people should see. Also, you have
Basically,
no
if you
sense of
haven't seen the
time,
video-
so it doesn't matter.
Basically, if you haven't seen the video, it tells the reasons why the people who play Destiny deserve anything that they get from their purchase now.
Because you couldn't get that from the title.
That said, we're all migrating back on the 15th when the Taken King comes out because I want to go back to an experience-based system.
We're not talking about Destiny because I could talk about that for years.
We're gonna go.
Yeah, I could too.
That's a next week thing or day tomorrow. No, yeah, it is next.
We
week.
should
That's
save
the
that
next
for the
thing.
week Taken King
Well,
comes out, so we can.
That
complain about
actually be
it.
pretty good. That actually be pretty good. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, we can save that on. Oh wait, we can
can
make
make
it
it
an
a
episode. What is
We can
today?
make it a-
August 13th, Thursday.
We
yeah,
can
there,
put
we
it
can
on.
the episode's dated.
We can make
I
that
can
day
put
a
it in the
Destiny
description.
special.
We can put it in the title. It comes
We
out
can
next
put it
month
on
the
the
15th.
Reddit
so
forum too.
Yeah, we could.
All right, Panda, you got anything you want to share? YouTube, otherwise?
Really don't watch YouTube. I'm a live stream type of guy.
That works too. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
pretty much any media. Just share media that you like, someone that you think could get the extra attention.
Well, there's a streamer called Mesmerize. I know you guys heard me talk about him a little.
twice now. I
Yeah, but his name is
Like,
his
I
name's
forget it
spelled
like
really
an hour
weirdly,
afterwards.
Yeah, he spells it really weird, but
All right, you're gonna have
He-
to link it to me in the Kick chat, and
Yeah,
I'll
I-
put it in the
I can-
description.
yeah, don't worry about it. But anyways, that stream is just hilarious. He doesn't make it any sorts of competitive sorts of environment intense. He just makes it very calm and soothing. And every time I go to stream, it's just amazing. It's
Sounds like you're in love with him.
yeah, it's because
Have you expressed your feelings towards him?
I love
It's
his purple
not
hair.
healthy to
That's
leave
it.
that kind of stuff bottled
Did your
up.
mom sign off on the sheet so you could change your sexuality to gay?
You should
my-
honestly consider going gay. We have like a fruit basket that we
Isn't
give
it-
out. Get it?
Isn't
Fruit
it kind
basket.
of funny?
Next
how we're,
subject.
like,
Fruit.
Pass. Next subject.
isn't it kind of funny how we're like advertising people who have significantly more followers than us?
Yeah.
It's like it's so
Yep.
weird. It's like trickle
We gotta
down
help out the big people.
economics.
I mean,
it's
I was gonna say
trickle
little
down
people, but there's no one
economics
smaller
reversed.
than us. Yeah, but it's trickle up economics, where the poor support the rich, just like
That's
America.
basically what we do. The
backwards,
American
Robin.
Russian Dream.
All right,
Title
so
this episode: The
my-
American Russian Dream.
Yeah,
American Russian Dream.
yeah, well, we're gonna call it booty salad, the American Russian dream.
No, wait, it's the Russian American Dream. That's what it was. Let's do that.
Yeah, Russian. Okay. My video. So there's
Pause.
interesting. What?
I know, I'm joking.
You paused
Oh.
for like a good second there.
Sorry. I was looking at my notes here. I write all this stuff down. Yep, the show's scripted. Booty salad is scripted.
Oh god, we're
Yeah,
leaked.
totally.
Oh shit.
There was a leak onto Pornhub about a particular game series that's doing pretty well, and I think it's particularly saucy myself. But Fallout 4 early gameplay was leaked to Pornhub, and as of this post, it still has not been taken off of Pornhub, but has been flagged on YouTube and everywhere else. Pornhub is not taking down the Fallout 4 gameplay.
God, like, do I really care? I think
If
that's
you
the
want to
least
check it out
thing I
yourself,
wanna know.
the video title is Hidden Camera Shows Audience Teased by Big Butt Man in Tights Live. I already thought Fallout 4 was porn, so I feel like Pornhub was the perfect place to host this video, and I've been fapping to this personally for like 3 months now. Well,
Oh,
a
God.
month since it's released, so
Right of age.
my knuckles are already pretty, roughed up. So now it's your
Yeah,
guys'
nice.
turn.
Your knuckles? Were you punching your dick? What?
Yeah, I'm just punching my dick. It's the newest porn craze, and I think Fallout 4 porn is really going to catch on.
It's gonna be that next type.
If you
Just
believe,
one more thing, and then
if-
we'll wrap
you
up the
believe-
Rule
show.
34.
if you
Rule
believe
34.
that Fallout porn will be the next big thing, like on
Like, comment, subscribe. You're so much faster than me on that. Like, comment, subscribe. So the thing I was talking about earlier, where the man sent 2,400 bottle caps to Bethesda Softworks to pre-order Fallout 4. He will be getting an actual copy of Fallout 4 on release. It will be sent to him for his sum total of 2,240 caps. So the
That's
Game
awesome.
Theorist video that I am linking in the description and in the show notes. In the video, it describes trying to figure out the exact value of the caps and whether this guy overpaid for them or paid just the right amount. According to their calculations, based on the comparison of one gold bar in Fallout to a gold bar in the U.S., it is $1.67 for one cap. Now, if you've ever made a purchase with a cap, you know that's a bit outrageous.
Whoa.
That means that he paid $3,680 more than the actual price of the game to Bethesda.
Well, that's based on the game's
The game's economics, which is where I
Yeah.
come to my math. With inflation from 1961 to nowadays, the actual inflation of that would be that it's $116,000 that he sent them in bottle caps.
In reality, he got away with it cheap because
He got away with it dirt cheap.
Yeah, like I want to send them that many.
I wish
bottle
I could
caps.
send in that many bottle caps to get a free game.
So basically, you
That's
only have to send in about 50 caps, and you've got enough for Fallout 4. So everyone hearing this, if you want a copy of Fallout 4, make sure you send them exactly 50 bottle caps, and you will get your copy.
No, you
That's-
won't. That won't actually.
No, you
happen.
won't. That won't happen.
I'm sure. Like as soon as that story released, that guy sent in.
They're
like,
never going to do it
2,000.
again.
Yeah, that there's not gonna be no one. They're not gonna allow that to happen again. They're like, "Ha, you got me," but never again.
Now, if you go based on the price that of how much a bottle cap is actually worth based on its components, it is made out of pure steel, and $100 of steel equals 6 million bottle caps, making a bottle cap worth less than one I think it would take three. Yeah, it would take 3,400,000 bottle caps to equal the price of the game. So in that sense, he did not pay the full price for the game.
I wonder if I send them 3,400,000 bottle caps if they'll let me have the game.
Now, I figured that the calculations in the video weren't necessarily wrong. I just figured that gold really serves no purpose in the Fallout universe because there is no need for the gold. So I took something that actually has value in the game, and I figured it out myself. I took a bottle of purified water in the Fallout universe, and I compared it to ours. I know this is not a perfect comparison because Fallout water is going to mean more to them because they don't have as much pure water. But a bottle of purified water in the Fallout universe cost 20 caps. That means one cap is about the price of 5 cents. That means that he paid 2,240 caps, so he paid $112 for his copy. So he got ripped off, actually.
You know, my mouth.
In reality,
he talk.
didn't. In
reality, he sent garbage and got something in return. So yeah, in the end, he won.
But that's does a
And
pretty
thank you
cool
for sitting
company.
through that. If you sat through that, because math is boring AF.
Dude, Bethesda's a cool company. I remember when Skyrim came out.
Yeah, they're
They-
totally cool, especially to Mojang when Scrolls came out and they issued a takedown notice.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was great. Anyway, but
And
no,
then
like,
Notch just challenged me to Quake to settle the lawsuit.
no, well, like when Skyrim came out. Ooh, shit! I thought I almost left the call. Anyway, when Skyrim came out, they announced this thing saying, if you have a son or daughter who's born on 11/11/11, which is the date that Skyrim released, and you name him or her Dovahkiin, we will give you a free copy of the game in the highest edition possible for the rest of your life. And that actually happened. Like, someone actually
It
named
reminds
their
me of the
son
Facebook post where someone
Dovahkiin.
tried to get 1 million likes so that they could name their kid Megatron. It happened, and I've seen the birth certificate. There is a little girl out there now named Megatron.
So stupid. Megatron.
Stop
No
the
way.
fools! Get them, Megatron!
Like,
She will
that's-
fully
oh,
probably hate her
shit.
parents for the rest of her life.
The insolent fools pushed you down in the playground, destroyed them all.
Oh, that's so good. Oh man. Okay, well, that's
Starscream
pretty much-
impersonations only on Booty Salad.
Oh
That's
my
what you
God.
can expect from Booty Salad. If you think that sounded like Starscream, like I was.
You're saying it so fast that they're not going to understand you. But yeah, basically, that's pretty much it for today's show. I said again, now I owe a quarter. Damn
Say
it.
again.
I know.
Rip
I'm
the
gonna be
dream.
poor.
Rip the dream. Rip
Uh,
the dream.
Again.
Damn it. Please donate $5 to the Patreon so that I can pay off my debt. That doesn't
There's
count
no
because
one.
it was in reference.
I think it counts.
There you
Damn
go.
it. Check out the Patreon
There it is
if you
again.
want to donate and help the show. Check out my live stream, twitch.tv/RaunchyRam. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we
should
will
totally
be
come up with like a plug to end our videos. I'm thinking, if you like the video, like I was.
God damn it.
There you go. There's another
What
one.
was I saying? I was really saying something and I completely forgot what it was now.
If you wish he would if you wish he knew what he was saying right now, like I was.
That you paused so long and then say
The pause keeps getting longer and longer.
Fuck.
Dude, like I'm rich.
If you're
so-
seeing this anywhere besides YouTube or in the links in the YouTube description, then you are watching a stolen version of it, so please let me know so that I can, take it down. I don't really make anything off of this, so I don't want someone else to make money off of what I do. You know what? Like, why did I even bring that up? I don't think anyone's going to take this.
No one's gonna.
No one's going to take this.
You're not even making money off this.
Yeah, I'm not even
We're
making money off of this. Why would
this.
they make money off of it?
That was some weird stuff.
That's
Donate to the Patreon if you want to help out. Check out my stream if you want to help out, because just watching helps. Just watching here helps too. Oh, I just remembered. Use the hashtag SNN2015 with your questions, and we will answer them on the podcast. It can be any question you want. It can be the meaning of life. It can be how to fix your carburetor. We will try to our best to answer your question.
I don't think we'll be able to get that one. I don't even know how to do that. I'm a straight.
I don't know. That may be a Google problem.
Have a Google word.
Like even if it's like life questions and stuff like that, go ahead and just ask us it. Like,
Just go
don't
ahead
expect the
and
best
just
answers, but
put
just
that
ask
hashtag
us any
anywhere.
of your questions.
put it on
just
your
mix
toilet
it-
paper, write it in some sand. It'll get to us.
Yeah.
Put a piece of paper in a bottle, throw it in the ocean. It'll get to us. It'll get to one of us eventually.
If you guys are still around, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye,
Later.
Felicia.